Hi, guys, and welcome to Testimony Tuesday. It is January 19th, 2016, and we're so excited to have you. I'm going to hand the call, or Zoom, over to my upline, Melissa Wheeler, who is a senior gold, and she's going to take it away and introduce our guest tonight. So go ahead, Melissa.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the call. I'm Melissa Wheeler, Senior Gold Ambassador, like Jennifer said. Jennifer and I are partners in crime, and we're so excited to bring you this call tonight. So, Wes and Cheri Harbridge will be our guests tonight. I met them, we've been friends online for quite a while, but I met them this past October at Leaders Retreat in Washington, D.C., and I got to hear some of their story, and I'm so excited for you to hear how they have been blessed by Plexus. Cheri is a Senior Gold Ambassador, and her husband is Silver. So they're not only successful in, they've not only experienced success with our products, but they're successful in the business as well. So I'm very excited to introduce them to you. So without further ado, here is Wes and Cheri Harbridge. Take it away, guys.
Hi.
Howdy.
So you guys are probably all wondering why we're dressed up like we're outside. We are outside.
And oh yes, I didn't say where you're from Canada as well. You're from Alberta, Canada. So that's like way farther north than I am. So
Yeah, we're in Alberta and we work on a ranch here. And we just moved here, and so we don't have internet in our house yet. So we come out to the barn where there's internet to do all these kind of videos and things. So, you want to start, Wes?
I'll start. Yeah. So like Melissa said, I'm a silver ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. Just some history. From the age of 13, I had blood sugar crash most every day. And that's lasted for the last almost 20 years. In the fall of 2014, I was 2014. 13 it was. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, and with that comes a whole lot of things like phantom pain, a lot of brain fog. It affects your gut in several ways. One of my ways here was felt bloated a lot. I ended up having a lot of exhaustion. A lot of times I'd be totally exhausted by lunchtime, barely able to drag myself around. I had insomnia. Some days I could go 2 days without sleep just because I couldn't sleep. And another thing that I ended up having was we ended up having long days in town. And with those long days, I ended up feeling claustrophobic, and I don't know why. It just kind of a brain thing.
So then, during this time I was diagnosed with Lyme, I started seeing Eva's posts on Facebook, and I saw her post a few testimonials about people with Lyme, and so that caught my attention, obviously. And so I contacted Eva to see what this was all about, and I also found it was a good business as well. So we started the Plexus products in February of 2014. And then I also thought I would take the products too, because I had a bit of baby weight to lose, and I thought, well, this might help me. And I knew that I always struggled with low blood sugar problems all of my growing up years. My whole family did it, actually. So I figured this could help. And so what was some things that you noticed right away?
Some things I noticed right away. We started in February of 2014, and some things I noticed right away was improved gut health. The bloated feel was gone after about a week. We noticed that. Shortly after that, I started noticing I was sleeping better. I'm able to sleep through the night and then wake up in the morning ready to go, which was very unusual, to say the least.
Yeah.
So I started having really good sleep. There was small improvements over time. In August, Are we still on?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just showing this.
Oh, okay. In August, we looked back and we had the opportunity to see on one occasion, we kind of looked back and we noticed I had more energy. We'd spent a long day in town, and those ended up being like full days. And we realized on the way home, was like, I even suggested that we go visit somebody after we got home, which is really out of the ordinary.
I was like, what?
I noticed I had a lot more alertness during the day. The phantom pain that was one of the symptoms was gone. So yeah, I'm still a work in progress. I'm still going through detox, and we really appreciate the triplex, both the BioCleanse, the Slim, and the ProBio 5 for that. I've got X Factor we really enjoy. I use the Ease still. Helps with some of the symptoms from Lyme. Yeah.
And another thing I was going to mention about Wes, like he's saying he's going through detox and stuff like that, but he's better now than I've ever known him to be, and better now than he's ever been for a long time. Like, he always needed at least 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours sleep at night ever since we've been married. And so now he's like a normal guy. He goes to bed and he can live off, 8 hours of sleep. So that's a lot of time that we have extra now. And just the time he has for the family. For a long time there, he would be done work and he would just want to sleep. So now to have him around and energy to do things is pretty major. And then for me, it's not like I had any chronic problems or anything like that, but right away, taking the Plexus products, I noticed that my gut was functioning properly. And I was like, oh, this is what a gut's supposed to be like. And then I got pregnant 4 months after starting the Plexus products. And I had lost, because I was holding on baby weight. I had gone down to my pre-pregnancy weight before I got pregnant. So that was 4 months. And then I got expecting, and that pregnancy was amazing. I didn't have morning sickness, which I normally would have, and I had a week where I didn't have the Plexus products, and I was on the couch that week because my blood sugar is the thing that makes me have morning sickness. And then I didn't have heartburn, which I would normally start having a bit of that. I didn't have any pregnancy problems at all. I was just really healthy the whole time. Now I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight again. And that's the thing that didn't happen with my other 2 kids. I kept my weight, and like my dad was saying, like that picture that Melissa just showed there, that picture was a picture that my mom and dad took after our second born was born. And my dad thought, I guess she's just taken after her aunties. And we just went to visit my mom and dad again just in January here. And my dad was like, wow, Cheri, you've changed a lot. So, yeah, and I notice my energy level is stable through the day. I'm not needing naps or anything like that. So, yeah, we love the Plexus products.
Very much.
Awesome. That is so, so cool. So it was Lyme's that brought you guys into Plexus, right? Getting help with Lyme's disease. That is super. So after 20 years of blood sugar crashes, you're now able to have sustained and steady energy throughout the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
He used to take little what were they?
I used to take fruit bars with me to try to raise my energy. I used to take granola
He always
bars.
had stuff in his pockets.
I would always have stuff in my pockets, and more often than not, that didn't help.
Wow. Now the only thing. Go ahead.
Oh, just the blood sugar crashes would be so extreme, even energy bars and that kind of stuff. Generally they wouldn't help. It was just something I lived with for a couple hours every afternoon. I'd just be dragging myself around.
Oh, now the only thing in your pocket is a bag of Slim.
I don't even need that.
No.
I do have some tonight. I worked a long day.
It really helps. It really does.
Tonight.
So a few things
in a lot of ways.
No, go ahead.
In a lot of ways, it feels like Wes doesn't have any symptoms. Like we see little die-off things, like last year he had this little thing on his face that would come and go with when he was taking the probiotics, and we could tell there was detox happening. And well, right now he's dealing with some hip issues because he's been working with horses and falling off them and stuff like that. But we're glad to have the ease though, because he can take that to help get rid of inflammation after playing off a horse.
Oh my goodness.
It's not
Yes.
falling. We get bucked off in the process of staying on.
Forgot about that.
It's a wonderful life as a rancher. Okay, so a few things you mentioned was proper gut function, and you've eliminated most of your Lyme symptoms, and your morning sickness was better. Wow, you're not the first person I've heard that from. I hear from a lot of people, if they don't take their BioCleanse and their Slim, that their morning sickness is extra bad. So that is incredible. Okay, so I have a couple questions here. The first one, were you going to say something?
No, I said, okay, I'm ready for them.
The first one is, give us a quick story of someone that you've helped the most with our products, or a story about someone that you personally helped that you're like really excited about.
Okay, that would probably be Charlotte Jost. She'd be my most exciting story, I think. The one that I often remember. When I think of stories, she's the one that comes to my mind. She was also a Lyme story. She's a good friend of ours, goes to church with us. But she had Lyme for a long time, and her kids had Lyme, and her husband had Lyme, and it was it was pretty major in their home. And she wasn't able to go on any Lyme treatments because she was pregnant and nursing. Like she has 6 kids under 7 right now. And so she was always pregnant or nursing. And so they wouldn't put her on any protocol or anything. So she was trying to do different things at home, whatever she could read and learn to do. Anyway, so this would have been in the fall of 2014. She got expecting, and she was really desperate to have some help. Like she would be, having to, they always had help now, but before she had help, she'd be crawling around trying to look after her kids. Like she was just so tired and in so much pain. Anyway, she started taking the triplex right away. And for her story was quite almost dramatic, I guess. After 3 days, she said it felt like she got a brain transplant, like the fog was clearing because she had a lot of fog as well. She said, but she used to have lots of pain in her feet, like she said, make her kind of cry when she would stand on them, like they're that painful. She always thought that her pain level was just kind of what everybody lived with, until she realized she would rather have a baby than have the pain that she had. Then she realized that not everybody has this kind of pain all the time. Anyway, she says now, she would say, like, I think she's 80% of her pain now is gone. And that was not long after she started. Anyway, her story is really close to our heart just because we knew her really well and we're watching her struggle a lot. And to see this kind of change in her, like, you go to visit her now and she loves people and she's just all bright and energy. And whereas before she'd be having to go to her bedroom because she couldn't handle people, even though she loved people, she couldn't handle it and just stuff like that. So yeah, her story is pretty close to our heart.
She went from literally crawling around the house pre-plexus to chasing horses around the round pen.
Yeah.
Weeks later. Like, it was very dramatic.
That would be probably, like months later she was actually doing that. But
within a couple of months, she was literally chasing horses around the corral.
Wow. Do you
and
know
pregnant.
And pregnant.
Do you know what product she was on?
She started with the triplex. And she started taking the E's and stuff too, but it was the Slim to her that really made a huge difference for her. And like the gut health, she said she noticed she went through detox, different sort of things that were detox. And she started taking the E's just because she knew it would help her body get rid of Lyme. And actually this summer, her whole family went to get tested to see if they still had Lyme, and they're Lyme free actually now.
Whoa.
So that's really exciting.
Wow. Okay, I
Yeah.
have one more question. What is your favorite part of the Plexus business, and how has that changed your life?
Probably, well, there's lots of things. It's been a big answer to prayer for us because we've always wanted to be able to, buy our own land and not be in debt and all that kind of thing. So the future is definitely something that is being a big answer to prayer for us. That's very exciting for us. Right now, what do you really like about it right now?
Right now, it's doubled our income that I make working on the ranch. So
Wow.
it's
That's pretty big.
fairly significant.
That's pretty big, especially when I'm doing this. I have 3 kids under 3 or 3 and under. So I'm working this in our life. And yeah, I love the friendships.
We love the friends we make, the social aspect of being around people and getting to know people, making new friends.
And being able to help them.
You get to see the before and after very dramatically in cases.
It makes you feel like you're a part of something big, and you're able to, it often opens doors to be able to reach into people's lives, and not necessarily only helping with Plexus, but like Charlotte, my friend that I was just telling you about, she says to be able to tell them about Jesus, and it often opens doors to be able to help people.
Right. That's just incredible. Incredible.
That is so amazing. I love your guys' testimony. I'm like, wow. And then your friend's testimony too. That's just awesome. I love hearing those stories. When you said that your pregnancy was way better, I had that with this one. This is a Plexus baby. So I totally understand that. It was way better.
Yes.
Completely different.
Yes, completely different. It went from pregnancy being, oh, I'm pregnant and I'm tired and I need naps and I'm just tired, to, yeah, I'm pregnant, but I can't tell I'm pregnant. I'm just throwing a baby.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
How old is your youngest?
10 months now.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
They're such a blessing. Well, do you mind if we open? Pardon?
How old is your baby?
He is 2 months old.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. Do you mind if we open up the call to see if anyone has any questions for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You guys, I'm about to unmute you. If any of you guys have any questions, feel free to ask Wes and Cheryl. Or Cheri, sorry. Okay, go ahead if you have any questions.
I was wondering what stage of Lyme's disease did you have? Was it staged yet?
I don't know any stages. I know I had it for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 25 months because I knew when I got the tick bite.
Okay.
But I had been in for blood tests and they had all come back negative. And then I started feeling a lot of symptoms. So I went to another doctor and got tested and it came back positive.
Okay.
So I was actually like clinically diagnosed with Lyme disease. I haven't been back to see what level I am right now.
Yeah, it's actually a special blood test. So my cousin has stage 4 Lyme's disease. So that's pretty much near death.
Yeah,
it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I actually know quite a few people that have taken through Charlotte. She's, because she's had Lyme for so long, she's kind of has a few people that she knows that had Lyme, and she's been kind of telling them what she knows kind of thing. And I know another lady that has been basically bedridden, and she's liking the Plexus products. Like, she's not, up and running last I heard, but she likes the products a lot, even in her stage.
Okay, that's good to know. That's where he is. He's in that stage.
Wow. Did anybody else have any questions?
Do you know how many years your friend had Lyme's?
Oh,
They're
From the
kind
age
of
of
just
12.
assuming because they don't know when she got a tick bite or anything like that. But going back to when she started having symptoms, yeah, like Wes says, 12,
She'd be about
Oh.
12. And now she's about,
like your age.
she's around 30.
Yeah. But for her, they really started wondering what was going on, like 4 years ago, kind of a thing, is when it really started dragging her down and just farther and farther.
Wow. That is crazy. Lyme's is horrible. The more testimonies I hear about Lyme's, I'm just like, whoa, that and lupus. I'm like, yikes.
Yeah. And it's not very understood is another big problem with it.
Yeah. Oh, and fibromyalgia. Nobody really understands the pain that you guys have gone through.
Yeah.
Those kind of diseases are no fun. I do not know what that was. Does anybody else have any other questions?
As a young mom, how do you find time to fit your working your business into your everyday life?
Minutes here and a few minutes there. Like today I was cleaning the house and I have an iPad that I really, really enjoy having. So when I'm sitting down to nurse, I hold my iPad and do my stuff. Being organized really helps me. If I don't have a schedule, like as far as, like when they talk the power hour, if I don't have that, then I just feel kind of overwhelmed. But if I have my power hour, then I feel accomplished. And I kind of know, okay, I've done what I need to do today. But yeah, just minutes here, minutes there. Wes and I have a goal and we prioritize it a lot. So when Wes comes in from work, he often will help with whatever he can so that I can do what I need to do. But we haven't always been going that hard on it. We didn't start really working hard on it till like this fall. Before that, I just kind of fitted in whenever it worked for me. But yeah, we have started getting the business October or August, and so now we're like fitting it in and working hard at it. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm just a young mom. I've got 2 kids. One is 6, one is 3, and I'm pregnant with my 3rd. So I'm just first trimester, and I'm like, oh, energy.
Yeah. And just the little things. Like I started with mostly I figured if I just did one thing every day, that was good. And that was, so I would just, make my post on Facebook or something. And for a while, I didn't really necessarily try to reach out to somebody every day.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of kept on going, and it did grow just from doing that. But mentally, in my mind, I wasn't going to give up. I was going to keep on going. And if I didn't have enough time and my life was busy or something, then sometimes I didn't do a lot every day, but I always did something every day.
I was about to say something, but I totally forgot, so I just blanked there. But I totally get that. I mean, I have 4 children under 5 and under, and you really have to make your time count. And I think the biggest thing is really making sure that your goal and your dream and passion are all a priority. And if those aren't a priority, then you're not going to put that effort in there. So I think that is a huge driver. And I love how you were saying that your husband helps out. My husband's the same way. He's like, I want a Lexus. And so, yeah, go work. He's excited about those trucks coming out.
Wes comes in from work and he says, I'm looking forward to retiring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what Jake says too.
Well, did anyone else have any more questions? I think that we are good. I think I just muted you, Melissa. Let me unmute you real quick. Where are you?
I beat you.
Okay,
I
good
beat
job. Good job. Well, okay. Well, I guess that is the end of the call, unless you have anything to say, Melissa.
That's it. I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to be with us. It's super inspiring and encouraging to hear what other people are doing, and knowing that and your story is something I used to think that it was just like one person here and one person there, and it was just very random and rare when our products actually help somebody. But I'm hearing stories like yours across the board, and to me that is so exciting that people are getting their lives back. And I'm so excited that you guys are feeling better, especially with the Lymes. That's really huge.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you so much for being on our call. It's been a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, you betcha.
Major blessing. Thank you guys so much. Well, I'm going to unmute everyone and we're going to say goodbye. So you guys are unmuted. Thank you all for joining us and listening into this wonderful testimony. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.